Hold up. Hold up. Oh, I am live. Oh, shit. See who comes in first. Yeah. Let it rock a little bit. Error loading. Oh, cool. Cool. Error loading. Cool. Cool. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah. What's up, Galaxies? Trying to do a quick live stream. Trying to get this thing set up. I'm trying to change the damn thumbnail on the video. It ain't working. I don't know why. Yes, Dallas Goedert has been cleared to play against the Dallas Cowboys. We're about to spank them boys. Let's go, baby. Let me see if I can edit this thumbnail. I feel like a nice thumbnail. Get some more people in here. You feel me? What's up with you guys, man? What's up with you? Why is this not working? Yeah, the Eagles cleared Dallas Goedert to play against the Cowboys. I look high all the time, Galaxies. That's just me, baby. That's what I look high always. I don't smoke either. I just look high. I don't know why. God made me this way. Miles Sanders is not playing. Miles Sanders is not playing against the Cowboys. But that's okay. We don't need no Miles Sanders. We're going to spank these boys. Yeah. Sanders is out. Jalen Reagor cleared to play. Dallas Goedert cleared to play. Man, it is looking like it's going to be a beatdown. It really is. This is the worst defense in the NFL. I thought maybe the Eagles would take this lightly. I thought they would be like, yo, let's chill. Let's give our guys a couple extra weeks. You know, we'll beat up Dallas without these guys. Then we'll give them the bye week. Then we'll come back fully healthy. But instead, the Philadelphia Eagles are like, nah, bro, this is the Cowboys. We hate the Cowboys so much. We're bringing all our guys back. And they're on their third string quarterback. We know that, but we don't care. We're trying to kick them while they're down. We are trying to kick them while they're down. We do not care. We want to make a statement. We want to win this game 40-0. Listen, man, the first game Dallas Goedert played this year was what? What do you have? Dallas Goedert had like 110 receiving yards against the Washington Redskins before he got hurt. I mean, that dude is a serious weapon. It is not to be taken lightly. I mean, that's kind of the reason I said trade Zach Ertz in the offseason, because you got other holes to fill. And I felt Dallas Goedert coming, man. Pause. But I felt like he was going to have a big year, man, and he showed out that first game, and then he got hurt. But man, if he is healthy, he is a serious threat, serious weapon. I want to go look at week 1 real quick and see what his numbers were, because see what we can expect. Week 1 against the Washington Redskins, Dallas Goedert, 8 catches, 101 yards, and a 34-yard touchdown. You remember that. That was in the first quarter, I believe, and then we totally shit the bed. Yeah, Dallas Goedert did say last week that he didn't want to play if it wasn't 100%. But yesterday, he said he feels good, but he has to go out there and see how he feels blocking against defensive ends, guys like that. See if he said, if he feels like he can't block 100%, he doesn't want to play. But apparently yesterday and today, Dallas Goedert felt great. And the Eagles said, let's do it. Let's demolish the Cowboys, bro. Man, I'm excited for this. Jalen Reagor, Dallas Goedert. Oh, that's what I got to do. I got to go on YouTube Studio and do it. All right, give me a second, guys. I'm not looking at the screen right now. I got a different tab up because I'm trying to do some settings on the live. I'm a noob when it comes to live. I don't know how to set the damn thing up before I go live. That would be nice to be able to get all the settings going, get it all set up before I'm live on the screen, so I don't have to sit here like this awkwardly trying to change settings. Wait, we need Studio. YouTube Studio. There we go. I wanted to change the thumbnail too. That didn't really work out too well. We got 32 people in here. What's up, my people? Thank you for coming through. All right, videos. Then we go to live. Then we can change the settings. There we go. Now we in here. You can now, yeah, I know that. Come on, internet. Killing me right now. What's up, Comcast? Charge me too much money for all this nonsense. Here we go. Save. Edit title and description. Why can't I edit the damn thumbnail? All right. That's the thumbnail we're rocking with. It is what it is. I don't even care. 38 people in the live stream. What is good? Talk to me, people. How excited are you to beat down the Cowboys tomorrow? I wasn't going to make a video today. That's why I got on live, because I just didn't really feel like recording, syncing audio, editing, uploading, all that stuff. I just saw that Dallas Goedert was activated. So I ran up here and hit the live button real quick to talk to my people. Eddie Marr, what's good? Are you sparking up right now? Are you sparking up right now? Yes or no? Your emojis tell me yes. Arctic, yeah, it probably is lagging because I'm using a 2012 MacBook Pro, because I tried to use my iPad Pro, but for some reason I can't plug my audio interface into that. I don't know if you guys really care about all this. Yeah, so this is a camera from 2012. That's why it looks like shit. Kobe Bryant Jr., 24. Patriots want a third-round pick for Gilmore. Like, we need an outside corner because a 5'9" outside corner is too small for Gallup and bigger receivers. Yeah, you're not wrong. You talking about Avonte Maddox when you say a 5'9" corner? A third-round pick. Howie Roseman doesn't make moves anymore, so I'm not going to, even say what we should give up, what I would give up. The guy he hasn't made a big trade in a long time. He refuses to give up draft picks, and then he uses those draft picks to take guys like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Mac Hollins and Jalen Hurts in the second round. You know what I'm saying, man. Howie's done no matter what happens at the end of this season. My game prediction, now, I didn't know Dallas Goedert was good to go. That's why I gave the prediction yesterday, but holy cow, with Travis Fulgham, Jalen Reagor, and Dallas Goedert against this Dallas defense, there's no reason this should not be an absolute beatdown. There's no reason this shouldn't be an absolute blowout. Yeah, it should be like, bro, if we don't let our foot off the gas, I mean, I'm probably set myself up for failure because, the second and the third quarter always look the same with this team. Doug Peterson always gets complacent middle of the game. He always ends up, I don't know, becoming predictable and not being very creative until the end of the game when Carson Wentz starts doing his own thing. But it should still be like 35-10. It really should be 35-10. That's my new prediction with Dallas Goedert on the field. 35-10. Galaxies, what's good, man? Yeah. Look at, you know what? 9 receivers were taken ahead of DK Metcalf, and looking at his stature and his speed, I don't know how it happened. I don't know how he wasn't the number 1 receiver off the board in that draft. I have no idea. It's absolutely crazy that 9 receivers got taken ahead of DK Metcalf. And one of them was JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Rager, Fulgham, Goedert, Sanders, and Ward, next generation. Yes, sir. Paul Kane, yes, sir. I don't know if you pronounce your name Paul Kane, but Paul Kane was an old school hip hop artist in the 90s. So that's a pretty dope name, Paul Kane. Yo, Draft Boss Swifty. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I couldn't find Travis Fulgham jerseys. The website that I was getting the jerseys from, there was no Travis Fulgham jerseys on there. So we went with 2 Miles Sanders jerseys that I'm going to give away. I was going to do that today, but I'm being lazy today, to be honest with you guys. It's a Saturday. I'm just trying to pass time until the Eagles play tomorrow night. And then, that's what sucks about a Sunday night game too, man. You got to wake up, watch a bunch of games at 1 o'clock, watch a bunch of games at 4:15, and wait all damn day. I might try to sleep all day tomorrow. That's probably what I'll try to do. What do you guys do from 1 o'clock until 8:50, 8:20 when the game comes on, man? I hate waiting that long. But yeah, I couldn't find Travis Fulgham jerseys, so we went with 2 Miles Sanders jerseys that we're going to give away for the 5,000 subscriber mark. Thank you all for being part of 5,000 subscribers. You think Boston Scott's going to go off for me today for fantasy? Eddie, I don't know how much you blazed up, but it's not today, bro. It's tomorrow. And no, Boston Scott is not going to go off. Boston Scott doesn't go off. No. Yes, I am a DJ. Yes. Not right now because coronavirus happened, but yeah, I've been a DJ for like 10 years, on and off. Here's some old turntables sitting over here. I'll show you. There's some old Technics turntables, TTM 57 SL Serato mixer. Yeah, I'm a DJ. I'm not a DJ anymore though because coronavirus killed it. I live in Dallas, but I'm an Eagles fan. Woo! Lenny, how do you put up with that, man? Are fans are you near the city? Because I feel like fans in the city are probably just as crazy as Eagles fans in the city of Philadelphia. They're probably quiet right now though, because the team's trash and shows no heart. And yeah, they're probably watching. I don't know what they're watching now, but if the Eagles were performing like that, I wouldn't be interested. I would not be interested in watching this game tomorrow. Polo. Oh, you go to Temple University? That's what's up, my guy. I used to live in Northwest Philly, up by Temple, up on Girard Ave. I lived there for 4 months, and I DJ'd at the Drought Horse. Is that what it's called? It's like a bar that a lot of Temple kids go to. I DJ'd there once in a while, probably way before you were there. I don't know if I'm going to get back into it after the coronavirus, to be honest with you, because I got a kid stuff, man. I'm getting up there. Yeah, they probably talk a lot of trash about Wentz in Dallas, but you know what? He's better than Dak Prescott. Number one. Number two, you're on your third string quarterback. I expect them to hate us, though. Why wouldn't Dallas hate us, man? Why wouldn't they? Doug needs to figure out how to give Quez Watkins some burn on the field. All that speed to be on the bench. Yeah, he does need to figure it out, but Doug Peterson doesn't figure things out. That's not what he does. He's very predictable. JJ Arcega-Whiteside shouldn't even see the field anymore. Quez Watkins should he should have a little bit of rotation. He should have some snaps, but what in the world is this? There is a Dallas Star in the chat. His name is really weird. Not a good look, man. We already don't like you, but that's not a good look. I don't know what you're doing. Yes, sir. Legacy. Don't you find it funny how no matter how Wentz plays, the hate will still be there? My guy can never get his credit. He never gets credit, man. He is always hated. I watch Max Kellerman pretty much every day, at least for like a minute, as long as I can handle before I turn the crap off. But he hates Wentz so much, man. And he said, what did he say last game after Wentz drove them down and won the game against the Giants? He said something like he threw one good throw the whole game and the rest were terrible. He's just such a hater. It's crazy. Justin Turner's an idiot for what he did at the end of. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Did they say they issued a suspension or anything for that? We're talking about the baseball player, by the way, who celebrated with his team after testing positive for coronavirus. Yeah, that's just so dumb to know that you are positive and to go out there and be next to everybody celebrating. That's just not smart at all, because all these guys have families. You understand what I'm saying? And you pass that to another guy, he goes home and to his elderly grandmother or something. You know, that's the problem with this virus, dude. It's just you can't test positive and go hang out with everybody. That's crazy. That's so selfish. Battlebirds podcast yesterday. I don't know. I didn't listen to the Battlebirds podcast yesterday. I don't really listen to podcasts, honestly. I kind of just record my own, hit upload on YouTube and go about my day, to be honest with you. I listen to Broads a lot. I do listen to the Rights to Ricky Sanchez Sixers podcast. What other podcasts I listen to? That's kind of it. I listen to, other than that, it's not sports related. I listen to like Joe Rogan and Bill Burr and a couple others, but yeah, Kellerman's Wentz take is that he throws perfect pass, 3 or 4 good ones, and the rest are bad. Yeah, he doesn't make sense. I mean, if Wentz goes, 21 for 30, he'll say he threw 2 good balls when really he completed 21 passes, so it doesn't make sense. Oh, the collab yesterday, the collab with Philly Mike, yeah. Yesterday, the live stream that had all the Cowboys fans on there, yeah, that was funny. I was actually at work. I just pulled my phone out and saw that when I checked YouTube, so I went in there for a minute. That was funny, man. What were those Dallas fans talking about in that chat? What were those Dallas fans talking about? Yeah, they probably weren't talking about nothing. They don't got nothing to say. If I was a Dallas fan in this situation, there's no way I would even plug my microphone in and go up on a live stream. Why would I do that? They're just sitting up there talking about the Eagles fans, and Eagles are jealous of the Cowboys' history and all this garbage. That just doesn't make sense, man. Like, most of these people that are fans of this team right now were not watching football when the Dallas Cowboys won their last Super Bowl in 1997. They weren't even watching football. Good Lord. Be completely honest with me. 100% honest with me right here. When were you born? What year? Don't lie. I'll wait. The chat will wait. The chat is waiting. What year were you born? He's not going to tell us. He probably left. Yeah, I don't understand it. Here's what I want to say about the teams talking about the history, right? Like, you guys didn't get a Super Bowl until 2017. We got 5. Last one was in 97. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, here's the thing. If you're going to count all your Super Bowls going all the way back to damn 1995, then we can count all of ours going way back. Just because it wasn't called the Super Bowl doesn't mean we didn't win a championship, right? So 1930, 1933, and 1960. So there should be no limit to how far you can go back in time if the rules of the discussion are we're going back in time to count championships. So if you want to count 80, 87, 95, 97. I'm going to count 1930, 1933, and 1960. Just because they weren't called the Super Bowl doesn't make it not a championship. So if Cowboys fans want to say that, they got 5, we got 4. That's how I see it. Last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl, DVDs didn't exist. Yeah. Last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl, the special thing probably came out on VHS tape. Yeah. Yeah, Lynn, it's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, if you want to go back in time and count your championships, I'll go back in time and count mine too. Just because it wasn't called a Super Bowl doesn't mean it didn't exist. Nicola, what's up, bro? Vinyl DJ for 31 years, born in Philly. Live in Portland, Oregon. Ooh. Man, how do you like living in Portland, Oregon these days? I don't want to get into some rioting politics talk, but I don't know about all that. That's dope though, being a vinyl DJ, because that was when this stuff was real, you know what I mean? And really technology kind of ruined the whole thing, and any kid with a laptop can open it and be a DJ. So it is what it is. That's kind of why I lost interest in it, to be honest with you. Yeah, there we go. See, I was just naming random numbers, but there you go. 1948, 49, 60, and 2017. That's what I'm talking about. So Cowboys fans want to say they got 5, we got 4. Exactly. I should put that in a video. Not many people really think about that. I don't care what it was called. NFL Championship, AFL, NFL merger, whatever the hell it was called. We won that shit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. 2021 will be our year if we're healthy. We address at least one of the linebackers or the offensive line. Yeah. If we address the linebackers, but that's what we said last year. Isn't that what we said last year? Isn't that what we said? And what did this guy, Howie Roseman, do? I've never seen a GM neglect a position like that. It just doesn't make sense. And then you wonder why you have the worst rated linebacking core in the entire league. And you'll wonder why you're losing games because you got guys like Nate Gary guarding Chase Claypool. You know what I'm saying? So we said it last year. I would not expect Howie Roseman to do the right thing next year if he's still here. He's got to get fired, man. Travis Fulgham will be a Pro Bowler this year, you think? That would be dope. Man, he really came out of nowhere, man. I remember that first game that he played where he had 10 receptions. It was just crazy. I was actually watching the game with my mom. I think that was that the Rams game? What game was that? What game was that? No, that wasn't the Rams game. That was later. That wasn't the Bengals game either. Niners game, was it? What's the game where he had 10 receptions? Either way, we did not see it coming, man. He was just out there snagging balls left and right. Every single throw was in traffic. Every catch was at its top. It was just crazy, man. You know, the Cowboys would claim those titles if the situation were reversed. Absolutely, they would. And that's why I'm claiming them. I got 4 championships. I don't want to hear anything different. Yeah, against the 49ers, that's what it was. Superhero, what's good, my guy? Yeah, it was against the... Wait, was it against the Steelers? I don't remember. Either way, it came out of nowhere. Catch after catch after catch, man. I don't have him in any fantasy leagues. Do any of you guys have him in any fantasy leagues? He must be a fantasy machine. What can we get here? We can get receptions. Wonder where he is on the receptions list. He didn't play enough games to be up here, but top 20 is 33 receptions. I want to see how many he has. (2020) Travis Fulgham has 23 catches for 357 yards. How many weeks are we into the season? I feel like Travis Fulgham could go over 1,000 yards, honestly. He could be a 1,000-yard receiver this season. Yeah, it was against the Steelers. 10 catches for 153 yards. Yep. Man, that's wild. And that was with not really another threat. You know, Greg Ward Jr. over the middle, but that was without really another threat. You put Jalen Reagor in the mix. You put Dallas Goedert in the mix. Wow. This Dallas defense is not going to be able to guard those three guys. That is wild. I feel like we should have a lot of wide open receivers in this game. I feel like we should have a lot of wide open receivers in this game, man, really. Yeah, Nate, you're absolutely right. Travis Fulgham only played 4 games. Yeah, if he would have played the whole season, yeah, he might be. He has the top 20 is 33 receptions. He's only 10 short of that in 4 games. So yeah, he would probably be, you know, Fulgham needs 700 yards in 8 games to get 1,000. All right, Rican legend. You don't think he can do that? What do you think? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that 10 catch game probably weren't ready for him. Now you're just scouting him, so you know his numbers won't be that. He probably won't have 10 catch games, but you never thought, man. Yeah, Tyler, too crazy. That's exactly what I'm saying. I say that a lot, man. I never would have thought I'd be in this season talking good about our wide receiver core because it's been a problem for how many seasons now. What really sucks is that Howie Roseman is going to get credit for it when really he did nothing. The only reason Fulgham got out there was because of injuries. If it was up to Howie Roseman, we would still have Deshaun Jackson and Alshon Jeffery out there getting hurt every other play. What's about 650? He needs, yeah, anyway. Rican, your math's a little off, buddy. He has 357 yards, so he needs 650 in 8 games to hit 1,000. Take that. Yeah, if the Eagles don't put up 35 on this team, I would be shocked also. Randy, you're right, man. I'm forgetting Hightower. Hightower's out there too. That's another speedster. If he can catch the ball, you know, he caught the ball last week. That's a lot of weapons, man. Who would have thought we'd be talking about all these guys? What were we talking about last year or the year before, man? JJ Arcega-Whiteside and Mac Hollins, and I don't even know half the other guys that were out there, man. These dudes were bad. We still had Nelson Aguilar out there. Oh, my God. Yeah, crazy. Now we're talking about Eric R. What is good, my friend? Eric R. was one of the very first subscribers to this channel last summer when I posted first video ever made. I'm pretty sure Eric R. was one of the very first comments on one of the very first videos. I don't even know how he found the damn channel. It had no traction at all. But hey, now we're at 5,000. I don't know how we got here, but thank you guys. What sports did I play as a kid? I played basketball every day of my life as a kid. Ever since I was like 10 years old. I grew up watching Allen Iverson. Taught myself how to dribble a ball watching Allen Iverson. It's probably not the most fundamental thing to do, but I did it. I had speed. I had an ill crossover. I'm not fast anymore, though. But I was a sharpshooter, too. I played basketball my whole life. I played football in middle school, and then and I was the leading receiver on the middle school team. And then to get on the high school team, they wanted me to lift weights, and I didn't want to do that, so I didn't play high school football. One day, Whiteside will reach 100 yards. Rican, you're tripping, bro. You might be smoking with Eddie up there. Whiteside's never going to have a 100-yard game. Or you mean total as a total for his career? Oh my goodness. Ewing 609, what's up, man? Thanks for the comment. Yeah, I'm very worried about Doug's play calling. Yep, we all are. And I know this Dallas Cowboys team is bad, but we shouldn't take it for granted, and we shouldn't. I shouldn't be sitting here talking like we're a great team because we're not, and part of our problem is Doug Peterson's play calling. It's bad, and it holds us back. Brandy, what's up? Will the Eagles trade Goddard? Nope. That's not something that's going to happen. Dallas Goedert's too young to trade him. They should have traded Zach Ertz when they had the chance, when he was at his highest value, and they didn't do it. I knew they wouldn't do it because it's Howie Roseman. He doesn't do anything right. He waits too long for everything. No, you never trade Dallas Goedert. That guy's going to be a stud tight end for the next at least 5 seasons, I would imagine. I imagine him being up there with the Travis Kelce's of the world. I really do. Yeah, Doug Peterson's play calling and Jim Schwartz defensive schemes. Those are the 2 issues. Thank you for the sub. Ewing. Yeah, those are the 2 issues. And they're not going to change anytime soon. And that's what sucks when you really think about it, because Jim Schwartz might get fired at the end of the season. That might happen. Doug Peterson's not going anywhere, but Doug Peterson needs an offensive coordinator. So, at the end of the season, if they get a different defensive coordinator in here and they hire an offensive coordinator that has actual experience with game planning and, systems, they can be better than they look this year. But just having Doug Peterson in control of the offense, no, I don't like it. And I'm so over Jim Schwartz basic conservative zone defense, no blitzing, no, like, it's not the Eagle way. It's not the Philadelphia way to play defense like this, And going against a quarterback like Ben DiNucci, Randy Jones, thanks for the subscription. Going against a quarterback like Ben DiNucci, you should really be bringing the house. You should really be putting as much pressure on this kid as you possibly can. And Jim Schwartz doesn't bring the house. He doesn't all out blitz and do those things that Jim Johnson used to do. Jim Johnson's defense was so much fun to watch. They would bring the house, Brian Dawkins from the top. It would just it was so much fun to watch. And Jim Schwartz defense is just conservative and boring, and I'm not a fan. Does Wentz actually fit into the offensive scheme? Brandy, I like your questions. I really like your questions. I think the problem is that the first 2 years Wentz was on this team, the scheme was built around him, and the scheme was designed for his skill set to let him run the show. And they got away from that, and now they're trying to make him fit into a scheme. And there's not really much of a scheme with Doug Peterson. It's really predictable. And, Carson Wentz is standing back in the pocket taking sacks. Yeah, Eric R. They are. They are the NFL version of Brett Brown. They absolutely are. There's a lot of people, a lot of football fans that just can't figure out why these guys play the way that they play, why these coaches call games the way that they call them. I don't know. But they got to get back to letting Carson Wentz do his thing. They got to get back to bootlegs and getting him out of the pocket and letting him run the show, giving him 3 or 4 play calls at the line of scrimmage, letting him audible, letting him read the defense and call what he thinks should be called. I think that's what needs to happen. Sportsgenic, I was going to do it today, but I got actually way more responses than I thought. There's probably like 500 people that tweeted with the hashtag, so I got to go through all of those, type out all the usernames, and put it in like a random drawing thing. I'll probably do it Monday. I would say Monday. Count on it. Monday is when I'm going to announce who won the jersey. That's what we're going to do, Monday. Man, Eddie, get out of here. I respond to all your comments, you liar. I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. Like my YouTube followers are 99.9% male. You know what I'm saying? So it is nice to have a female up in the chat. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like, what do you want me to say, bro? Go ahead, put a female, put a female as your picture. Eagles defense is the worst for letting Daniel Jones run for 80 yards. Yes, they are. That was horrendous. That was terrible. And that's what makes me think it's not just bad players. It's not just poor talent. It's practice, it's defensive schemes, it's everything, because it's not like those guys weren't fast enough to catch Daniel Jones. Every single defender on the field bit on the fake handoff. Every single one. And Daniel Jones is a running quarterback. He leads the Giants in rushing yards per game. There's not a spy on Daniel Jones. There's got to be a linebacker over the middle. There's no way Daniel Jones should fake a handoff and run for 85 yards. That's just unacceptable. 98 people up in the chat. Let's go. Give me a F Dallas in the chat. F Dallas. You should do a video with Broads. Yeah, I don't know. Broads works for ESPN, and he doesn't really collab with people. I haven't seen him really collaborate with people at all. Might be a contract. I don't know. Just yeah, absolutely. If the Eagles could have coaches like the Steelers in general, I would be happy. The Steelers are never a bad team. They always ground and pound. They always have a solid running game and a solid offensive line. They always have a good defense. There's a reason teams like that are hardly ever bad. And it starts with management at the top. There's a reason teams like that are hardly ever bad. Management at the top knows exactly what they're doing, and they're a step ahead every single time. As soon as players start to get older and they start to perform, their skill set starts to drop off. They don't wait around. They don't wait too long like Howie Roseman does all the time. They make moves. They're always ahead of the curve. They're always finding the next receiver somewhere in the third or fourth round of a draft. Yeah, I'm jealous of the Pittsburgh Steelers management. Really jealous. It's odd how Alshon and Ertz suddenly got hurt right before the trade deadline. Yeah, that is odd. I mean, Alshon Jeffery I don't think he wants to play for this team anymore. And another guy we should have tried to trade in the offseason. I don't know why Howie Roseman's so hung up on these guys. I mean, they won the Super Bowl, and that's it. He thinks they're enshrined in Philadelphia Eagles jerseys forever. You can never trade them because they won a Super Bowl. And he just hangs on to them forever. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. But Alshon Jeffery has no desire to play for the Philadelphia Eagles anymore. It's clear. I mean, the guy has a foot injury the whole beginning of the season. Then his foot injury is gone, and he has an illness. Okay? Then his illness is gone, and he has a foot injury again. Then his foot injury is gone, and he's supposed to be ready to play, and he has a calf strain. Like, what are we really doing here? Just cut the guy. He's costing you the same amount of money. Just get rid of him. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I do think he turned into a diva. I really do. I personally think it had a lot to do with Nick Foles. Alshon was happy with the way Alshon enjoyed the way that Nick Foles played the game, and I don't think he really likes the way that Carson Wentz plays the game, getting outside the pocket, scrambling, making all these erratic plays. I don't think Alshon Jeffery really enjoys that. And he started feeling a certain way about the organization when they chose Wentz over Foles. I think that's what happened. What happened? What happened? You guys arguing in the comments here? Alshon don't want to play for the Eagles. Christine Portia with the... Oh my goodness. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Christine Portia with the unpopular opinion. Dallas Cowboys 34, Philadelphia Eagles 31. We found the Cowboys fan. We found them. Yeah, Christine, you got to be trolling, because even if the Eagles have a bad game, how in the world do you think the Dallas Cowboys are going to score 34 points in an NFL game right now? I don't know. That's the worst offensive line in the league. That's a third-string quarterback who's never started an NFL game. I mean, you can't possibly think that they can score 34 points. Rican, you're right. Foles targets big possession receivers like Jeffery and Robinson, while Wentz targets tight ends and slot receivers. I mean, I don't know if that's because Wentz just likes to throw to tight ends, but Wentz hasn't had a receiver over the top, you know? Wentz was throwing to everybody when he had receivers. You know, his rookie season when he had Jordan Matthews and Aguilar and they looked okay, he was throwing to them. Then he went a couple years where he had nobody. He had Mac Hollins on the outside. He had literally nobody. And then when Deshaun Jackson's healthy, he targets him all the time. So, you know, Wentz throws to people when he has them. Drew 210, what's up, my guy? You know, you're seeing it now. What you just said about possession receivers is wrong. You're seeing it right now. Wentz targets Travis Fulgham all the time now. He throws the ball deep to John Hightower. He threw a 55-yard bomb to Jalen Reagor when he was healthy. He didn't have any weapons, and now he does. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying, Eddie, man. Just get rid of Alshon, man. I don't understand. I really don't. Yeah, Wentz hit Jeffery a bunch in 2017. You're absolutely right. You guys got to understand something about Rican Legend when he comes up in the comments. He's not an Eagles fan. He doesn't watch Eagles games. He really doesn't know what he's talking about when he talks about the Eagles. So that's just why. That's why he said that, and it was totally wrong. But it's okay, Rican Legend. We still love you. Yeah, exactly. Wentz throws to Ward and Fulgham. You need receivers to throw to. Exactly. Do you think the Eagles should promote Deuce Staley to offensive coordinator? Oh, man, no, I don't. Here's what I have to say about that. I remember even the Super Bowl year when we had LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi, the running back rotations didn't make any sense to me, you know. And then when we traded for Jordan Howard and drafted Miles Sanders, we thought they were going to use these guys, and we came out giving the ball to 36-year-old Darren Sproles coming off of an ACL injury or an Achilles injury or whatever. That didn't make any sense. Randomly, Corey Clement would be on the field on a 3rd and 1 for no reason. And I would always say, what the hell are these running back rotations? Why is this guy on the field? Why is this guy on the field at this particular time? And Doug Peterson always says in his press conferences, we have certain guys for certain packages. That's what he always says. Certain guys for certain packages. Okay, Doug, whatever, but you got to have the right package out there at the right time. So I don't know if that's Doug Peterson not knowing what the hell to do or if that's Deuce Staley. But I just feel like his running back rotations were always very random. He always kind of just puts a guy out there, give him like everybody gets a fair shot. No, I don't think Deuce Staley has any idea how to be an offensive coordinator. I love Deuce Staley, though, as a running back in the day, but I would like an outside offensive coordinator, somebody with some experience. That's what I would like. Oh, yeah. What time is it? I got to leave soon. I got to leave soon. I just wanted to hop on because Dallas Goedert is activated. We're pulling out all stops against the Cowboys. We're bringing all of our weapons. Carson Wentz and all of his soldiers. We activated every damn body. We're not taking this game lightly. We want to win 40-0. That's what we want to do. We could have sat these guys out another week. We could have waited till after the bye week. We didn't want to do that. We did not want to do that. We said, no, we're bringing everybody back. And we're playing a team that's checked out, a team that has no interest in playing football for Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy and these guys. We're bringing everybody back, and we're running up the score. That's what we're doing. And I can't wait because the national media, who doesn't watch Eagles games, doesn't know this. They think the whole NFC East sucks. They think it's the NFC East. Everybody sucks. They say it on ESPN all the time. It's anybody's division to win. Ha, ha, ha. The Washington football team could end up winning this division. The New York Giants could. They don't watch Eagles games. They don't even know what they're talking about. We're 2-4-1, but we've had these injuries this whole season. We start to get these guys healthy. We're not a 2-4-1 team anymore. So 2-4-1 versus 2-5 doesn't really tell the whole story if you know what you're talking about, which these mainstream people don't know what they're talking about. We are way better than the Cowboys right now. The records don't show it. The league is evolving. The running game is dead. I don't think the running game is dead. I think number one stud running backs, being the whole show, guys getting 30, 35 carries in a game, that's dead. Everybody's using running back by committee because analytics, you should have known that years ago that running a guy into the ground, his career's not going to be as long. He's going to be tired by the end of the game. You got to have a running back by committee. That's why the Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders thing was so good. And then they just didn't want to pay him. They just let him go so we could re-sign Alshon Jeffery and these guys. Now you got Miles Sanders and Boston Scott. But Boston Scott is a pitch guy. He's an outside guy. He's not a power back. You need Miles, and you need a more big, powerful goal line type of running back that you can switch in there on 3rd and 1s and stuff like that. Yeah, Max Kellerman can't wait to discredit Wentz all day. I can't stand the guy. As soon as they start talking about Wentz, Max Kellerman sits there with that smirk on his face. He's so happy. He can't wait. Drip 22, what's good, my man? We can trade back for Jordan Howard. Yeah, probably. What, the Miami's not even using him, are they? I think he's been a healthy scratch. Like, I don't know what the hell they're doing down there. I guess maybe he just said, hey, they want to pay me and I get to live in Miami, I'm going to go. But that's not a good situation for Jordan Howard down there in Miami. Miami's starting Tua tomorrow, by the way. That's at 1:00. I'll probably be watching that. That's an interesting thing to watch. Rookie quarterback starting his first NFL start. What do you guys think, man? You going to watch that Dolphins game tomorrow? What are you guys going to do tomorrow at 1:00? Waiting all day for the Eagles game. I would usually be going to Permane Bros down the street, and I would probably eat lunch there, drink some beers there, watch all the games there, and then I would be nice and tipsy by the time the Eagles game started, and then I would probably drink some coffee and get ready for the Eagles game to start. That's how I would pass the time usually, but now I can't do that because you can't sit at the bar in Pennsylvania. And what, am I going to go into a restaurant and sit at a damn table like an old lady? No, I'm not doing that. Kushwa, what's going on, my man? Jordan Howard should be an Eagle. I agree. Brent, it's also because the rules favor passing the ball. You can't touch anyone. You can't hit anyone. Safety has changed defense. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It has. But here's the thing, and I said this years ago, as soon as they started this whole defenseless receiver, excessive hitting, leading with the helmet. As soon as they started all that stuff, I said, billionaire owners are going to pay the fines for these players. If a player gets suspended, that's a real punishment, right? But if a player just hits somebody really hard and gets a fine for it, there's no way a defensive coordinator is going to say, hey, don't hit him that hard next time, buddy. Ease up, go for the legs, don't hit him. They're not saying that. They're saying, go out there and do it again, bro. We got you. We'll pay all your fines. Keep hitting people like this. That's what the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers aren't playing soft. You throw a pass over the middle against that defense, you're getting popped in the face. They don't care, and that's how it has to be. Baltimore Ravens, same way. That's going to be a great game to watch. Ravens and Steelers, that's going to be a great game to watch. Should I start Goedert over Fant this week in PPR league? Over Fant? Who's Fant? Eric Diaz, what's good, my man? Are you saying over fantasy? Am I missing some kind of abbreviation? Does anybody know who Fant is? DJ, Rich, and Marty are perfectly capable of being an OC for Doug. People forget that. No, I don't like that. I want an outside offensive coordinator that has experience. I don't want anybody promoted within like Mike Groh. I don't want anybody like that. Christine, am I watching Michigan State? No, I'm not. I don't really get into college football. I don't know why. I never have. If Penn State's good, I watch Penn State, but I'm not a hardcore fan. And I watched last week's game, and they went ahead with a minute and 27 seconds left, and then they gave up an entire field length drive in 27 seconds. And I said, yeah, this is why I don't watch Penn State. And then they lost by that diving 2-point conversion. And I was like, yeah, this is why I don't watch Penn State. But no, I don't really watch college football. A college OC. That's what I'm saying, Oscar. That's what I'm saying. Go get somebody, man. Get a head coach from college and make them the offensive coordinator, because Wentz is a motion quarterback. Wentz is a freaking, what's the word I'm looking for, man? He's a mobile quarterback. And if, you know what, like, speaking of college coaches and motion offenses, as much as I hate Chip Kelly, if Chip Kelly had Carson Wentz, his offensive system would have been a lot more successful than Sam Bradford. Yeah, I would love to get a college coach to come in and be an offensive coordinator and run more of a motion style offense. My guy, Philly Mike, Philly Talk Podcast. If you guys aren't subscribed, go subscribe to Philly Mike. Excellent podcast on YouTube. Does play breakdowns, all kinds of good stuff. Went live last night with a bunch of Dallas fans. If you missed out on that, that was epic. So you got to subscribe to the Philly Talk Podcast. He does a lot of live streams. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to get up out of here soon. I just wanted to hop on here because I was excited about the Dallas Goedert news. I'm excited to pound the Dallas Cowboys into the ground. But I got to go get ready for work. And I'm going to announce the winner of the Miles Sanders jersey on Monday. Troy Singleton, what's going on, my guy? What is good? Fant is Denver's tight end. Wow. Shows how much I know about Denver. Yeah, I never even heard the guy's name, man. I watch the Eagles and pretty much go back to work and go back to sleep. Should you start Dallas Goedert over him? I don't know. That's the thing about a player coming back off an injury. You know, they might take it easy. He's probably still going to be rotating in and out with Richard Rodgers, you know, so I probably wouldn't start him in fantasy. I wouldn't be expecting him to have like all the snaps right off his first game back. You No, I wouldn't start him in fantasy. I'm starting Jalen Reagor on a fantasy team, but that's just because I have so many injuries on this one fantasy team that I kind of have to play him now that he's back, actually. Let me show you guys this team real quick. All right, so I got one team right here where I'm starting Carson Wentz, and he should go off. I should be good to go there. What are we doing here? Oh, I got another team with no running backs. See, I got Jalen Reagor right there. Got Miles Sanders. He's listed out again. Now I have no running back, so I got to go freaking find a running back for that team. What else do we got here? Michael Thomas is out again. Joe Mixon is out again. So I got another team full of injuries. That team, I also have Sammy Watkins, who is out. Chark Jr., who has a bye. Carlos Edmonds, Garner Minshew. This whole team is out. So that's pretty much an L for that team. There's another team, though, that I have Jalen Reagor on that I want to look at. I would like to see more 12 personnel versus the Cowboys for protection, at least a chip block. Yeah. There's not much we can do as far as protection goes. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys defensive line is going to give us any problems anyway, but as far as protection goes, Carson Wentz just needs to get out of the pocket. I really don't expect much from this offensive line the whole season. Jason Peters back left tackle. Nobody knows why. Who knows, man? It doesn't make sense. I'm going to make a video actually going into every single thing Howie Roseman did this offseason that didn't make sense. And paying Jason Peters, a 38-year-old offensive lineman who can't stay healthy, paying him more money to move to left tackle, paying him more money to do a more difficult job at 38 years old and injury prone is just so stupid. God, Howie Roseman is bad, man. Bad. Yeah, Randy, injuries are killing my fantasy teams, man. Absolutely killing them. I'm 6-1 in one league, though. This is the only league that I haven't had any major injuries in, and I'm 6-1. And it's a work league where I won the Super Bowl once before because there's a lot of people in it that don't really know what they're doing, so I get to stack my team. So look at this team right here. Jared Goff, Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, Robert Woods, Tyler Lockett, Travis Kelce. Like, there's no reason for me to have all those players on one fantasy team. So I'm 6-1 in that league. Then this is another one that's riddled with injuries. Jalen Reagor is only projected to have 7 points. Underrated. I'm going to put him in there for Chark Jr. I got to go get another running back on that team because I had Nick Chubb. He's on IR. Man, injuries this year are just crazy. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you for coming in the live chat. 95 people in here. I just wanted to talk about Dallas Goedert being activated. Let's beat down the Cowboys. And I'm going to announce who wins the Miles Sanders jersey on Monday. You guys have a fantastic day, man.